attention. I said, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you, we can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. She's saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, this is not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is the lame saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, wrong.
All right, y'all, we in the building. This right here was crazy, bro. Now, I was watching the first couple of, I watched the Remy Ma shit that irritated me. I don't even know if I'm going to cover any of that, but Papoose finally speaks out. Papoose said something, bro. It's always, the story always sound crazy or look crazy until you hear both sides of it. And I'm telling you, you can almost tell who's telling the truth. A lot of people like to just go with all of the bullshit, but you could tell who's telling the truth. And you could tell almost everything that Papoose was saying was real and true. All right. So this part right here blew my shit back because we have a new age of these dudes called fuck niggas, right? These fuck niggas use things like revenge porn and shit like that. Like that should even be an option. So easy to block captain or easy to get knocked out captain. It's got caught on audio basically saying that he is holding something over her head. He has pictures, videos, you know, that she's holding over Remy's head. And this is weird because this is a real thing. These dudes be out here really doing that shit, bro. Like, they'll make porn with their woman, their wife, or take pictures of her, naked pictures of her. And then when shit don't go their way, they threaten to put that shit on the internet. I seen this motherfucker all over Facebook, seeing niggas doing this shit, bro. And it was crazy. I've seen these people do this and still be together. I see these one little young couple on Facebook. They both started exposing each other porn, talking shit about each other. And then next thing you know, I see the motherfuckers at the hotel together. So when I was still working at the hotel, I'm like, y'all was just exposing each other on the internet. Now y'all going to get a room? But let's go. Let's keep going.
So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you did all these shit.
Oh, let me play this again. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me play it again.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you.
Now bear witness to this. You just heard this lame who she was dealing with since 2022 say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's gonna go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating gonna go when I say so. This is the same recording when he was up there clout chasing. Oh, I'm gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm gonna get more followers. All of this foolishness, right? So y'all just heard the lame, the knockout victim, saying he got videos of her. But let's listen to her telling me that, oh, by the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says, all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things. I highly suspected that they was using drugs together. I heard someone say earlier while she was on live, are you high? She moves very strange. I seen a video where she looked outside herself. I'm not accusing her of anything. This is not my style. But the fact that you mentioned my children and fabricated all these stories about me, about this money, when I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you, I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all, 2016, 14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up, the whole rapper pop up. But let me say this, though. Let's get to this part right here. We just heard him admit that he's blackmailing her, right? Now, let's listen to her telling me that he's blackmailing her, that she would have been stopped talking to him. Since she want to get on here and fabricate and fake big this lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lame no more? She was sneaking around with him in restaurants. Chuck, what he was at? Cheese Factory, matching outfits, losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga get cooked every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to make it about Clarissa. I just met Clarissa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Clarissa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Clarissa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This, which aired yesterday. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a...
I watched the interview on the Breakfast Club. She did not disrespect Remy. She more or less tried to smooth it over or answer the question the best way she could. It was very non-confrontational. Yeah, we might even listen to that conversation. I got that queued up as well.
Problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen. I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I have been interviewing different attorneys trying to...
I don't know, man. I listened to Remy, man. That shit was like, you could almost tell it was bullshit. She was trying to make it seem like this nigga homeless. She trying to make it seem like this nigga broke. Just wanted to make it seem like this nigga didn't want to spend no time with his daughter. And in actuality, she wouldn't let her see his daughter. That's what they do. These women will actually not let you see your child, but be out in public playing victim, talking about, oh, I wish I had a baby father that wanted to be in the child's life. They do shit like that, bro. They will keep you away from the child, but when they get in public, they're a victim. You're a deadbeat. You don't want to be around your child, all of that extra shit. And at the same time, behind the scenes, they are keeping your child from you.
I picked the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry. Because
called to get back with you, and this right here, y'all don't understand, man. This situation right here took me back to my toxic days, bro. Like with the bullshit, right? When a woman stepping out on you, doing you dirty, treating you bad, and all you trying to do is love her, right? But everything you seem to do is wrong, right? But the moment you start fucking with another bitch, now they're interested. Now they want to do what they wasn't doing before. This is real life. It's really irritating because you be thinking to yourself, when I was all yours for years, trying my best to be with you, trying my best to love you. You didn't want to act right. Somehow you was unhappy. Somehow you was whatever you want to call it, whatever excuse you got for why you was stepping out, right? These women. Soon as you see me happy, smiling with another woman, right? Now you're interested. Now you want me back. That's how they do every time. It's every fucking time.
Because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio to y'all of the lame admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. Basically saying, but before I want to play the audio, I want to let y'all know that she's very angry at me because she says that if I would have never knocked him out, none of this would happen. So one of the reasons why she has so much animosity towards me is because I knocked him out. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's one. I'm going to tell y'all the other two later. Oh, it gets worse. Hold on. You want to be funny? I could be funny too. But I'm going to be funny with the truth. You lie, you lie, and you lie. You had the audacity to come on here and make up a fake story and say, oh, my mother called me. And how El Lover said, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. First and foremost,
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively with Google Play Games.
You talking about your mother called you about a YouTube video? That everybody know they make fake videos on YouTube. Remy's in the hospital, Papoose this, did that, person that. Those, we all know those is fake. You just mad because you see us moving on in our life, right? You want to fabricate a story about, and I still say my mother-in-law because me and her had a tight relationship like that. And I would never say anything to disrespect her or anybody in the entire family. You lied and said, I said, go get your brothers. That's cap. Everybody know I'm close. I'm more close to them and show them more love and support than you do. But let's keep it moving. So we already played the audio of the lame, the knockout victim, soft, didn't even fight back. That's what made me mad. I would have just clipped him and kept it pushing, but the fact that I seen that the nigga was
Dr. Duck. And I'm subscribed to Easy the Block Captain too. He haven't responded yet, but he will. He will. Yeah, Cloud Chaser Supreme.
Dr. Duck donated $1. Bro, I feel you. Wenches only act right when they see competition, but they don't want to compete. Straight nasty work. And when you're happy with someone else here, they come trying to mess your life up with the kids' lives. Real lame hotivities.
Exactly. Don DeMarco. Now, Easy the Block Captain been going live talking about the Daylight and the Joey Badass beef. He did like a couple of live shows about it. So I'm subscribed to him. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna, because he be clout chasing like a motherfucker off Remy. Pretty sure he's gonna go live and speak on this shit. And then he been learning around line saying he ain't get knocked out either. That's the crazy part.
It was soft when I ran down on him. I said, damn, this nigga be talking all this gangster shit, and he ain't even gonna fight back? Nigga was like a deer in headlights. But that's another story. Knocked him out. It's no mystery. Had to get a tetanus shot, knocked his tooth out and all that. Hole in my hand, the whole shit. But let me show y'all the audio of her. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this. Can y'all hear me? Should I play the lame first? Should I play the lame saying that he the knockout victim, saying that he's blackmailing her? Let me play her admitting it. But she's angry at me because I knocked him out, y'all. Glass Joe, y'all. We call him Glass Joe. Check it out. But listen to her. I want y'all to bear witness to this because out of the whole situation, this was one of the parts that really bothered me. So that's why I reached out to certain fake friends who I thought would be real, like they say they are, and step up. I try to bring...
No, see, what you got to understand about this, Dr. Duck, Remy Ma was fucking multiple people, women and everything, bro. So, Easy the Block Captain was just getting his piece just like the rest of them. Where the problem comes in that it's him trying to blackmail Remy Ma with pornos and naked pictures and shit. And also him shaking Papoose hand, you know, smiling in his face while he fucking his wife. That's where the disrespect came in at, you know. But far as Easy Block Captain fucking with that bitch, she was going, bro. You know, I ain't never gonna motherfucking come down on the man that fucking nigga bitch because the bitches is going, bro. Remy Ma is going. And that's crazy, but because at the same time, Papoose still look like a sucker because he's giving us, he's telling us about multiple times that his woman had cheated on him. He's telling us about his woman eating pussy in his own bed with his daughter on the goddamn bed. And he still was fucking with this bitch. Right? So anything that happened to him regarding this female being sexual outside of their relationship, that's all on Papoose. Even him knocking him out to me was some sucker shit. I'm gonna keep it at 1,000. Now, cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. Papoose knocking that nigga out with some sucker shit, right? Because nigga already peeling your wife back, bro. Ain't nothing you can really say to that nigga. You let that bitch go with that nigga. That's what I said. You study trying to hold on to the relationship. You done call her cheating multiple times with a bitch as well. You didn't call her cheating in your motherfucking... We gonna play the audio of that as well. We call her cheating in the bed with your motherfucking wife. Matter of fact, the shit was so cold, Remy Ma had the bitch spending nights over there. And all the nights that the gay bitch spent the night, and this was a woman she was locked up with, Dr. Duck. This is a woman she was locked up with. So that woman was already eating that pussy the whole time in prison, if you put two and two together. So the woman starts spending the night over their house. Every night that the dyke bitch spent the night over there, Remy Ma will go sleep in the guest room with the bitch. So it took him like the third night, like, oh, you going over there again? Then he starts to realize that she eating pounds of coochie.
Bring it to their attention, yo, I think she being blackmailed. Do me a favor, just reach out to her. Don't tell her you spoke to me. I just want to know she's okay. She hasn't seen the baby in days. So I said, damn, see if y'all can reach out. And I don't want to involve nobody in this because this don't got nothing to do with them and they don't owe me nothing. But when you say you family, you got to live, that's an action. You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to that. But that's neither here nor there. So we played the audio of him admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play the audio. Listen to what she said. And I want y'all to know that blackmail. So I told her, if this is going on, let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga.
Team Fuck This Nigga. That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team Fuck This Nigga. Hold on. Let's play this again.
Why do I use Navam?
No one asked you.
It makes managing business travel spend so...
And Pap, I can't ride with you on that shit, bro. This is where we separate, Pap. Because you basically trying to make an emphasis on her saying, team, fuck this nigga. She dissing him because she's on the phone with you. The same way when she's on the phone with him or she's sucking that nigga cock, she dissing you, bro. But the simple fact you want to try to make emphasis on that, let me know that you still don't know what the fuck going on. You so fucking lame, my nigga. I'm sorry, Pap. You lame. Of course she gonna throw him under the bus while she talking to you. That's what bitches do. Bro, you coming off like a sucker, bro. Tell your truth, bro. You are still exposing that interior bitch and that interior hurt that you have for this nigga.
Been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck this nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
I would have been stopped talking with this nigga. So she's mad at me because I knocked him out. So she's telling me that I knocked him out. I put her in a position where she still had to be cool with him. But she tell y'all on live, oh, he's the...
Oh no, she's blaming Papoose, but this is what Papoose don't understand. You went out like a sucker when you went to go fight this nigga over a bitch that's cheating, nigga. You could use to shake my hand for an excuse all you want to, nigga, but you went out like a sucker, bro. And this is why she don't respect you, nigga. Whether you believe it or not, she don't respect you, nigga, because you fought over some pussy that ain't even yours no more, nigga. That's sucker shit. That's sucker shit, nigga. That's why she playing you. Oh, she's blaming you. She's making it all your fault. Even after she done fucked and sucked this nigga, she's making it your fault. Think about what she's saying. Well, if you wouldn't have whooped his ass, then I wouldn't be going through all this. No, bitch, if you wouldn't have been being a hoe, if you was loyal, you wouldn't be going through all of this shit. But she's even still blaming you in the midst of all of this shit. You knocked his ass out, so it's your fault. But what she's really telling you is you was acting like a bitch. Because why the fuck you gonna fight over some pussy that she giving away?
This, oh yeah, a man that treat me right, a man that did this and did that. You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more.
See, you still trying to cause a problem in between them two. See what I'm saying? You not peeping game. You act like you say this bitch is a bipolar lying motherfucker. So why is it that her words mean something when you want them to mean something? When you want them to mean, you want her words to hurt that nigga. Sound like you trying to break them up, bro. You got Clarissa Shields, you happy with Clarissa Shields, man? Fuck that bitch and all of that extra shit you doing. Just expose your truth, man. You going out like a sucker, bro. I am telling you right now, you going out like a sucker, bro. You're trying to use what she's saying to you to go against that nigga, to try to prove something to that nigga. He's still knocking the bottom out that motherfucker. You ain't hit the pussy since 2022.
So we got one audio of him saying that he's blackmailing her. For all y'all who didn't hear it, we got an audio of the lame admitting to blackmailing this woman. Listen to this.
Yeah, man. So far as she saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right.
Hold on. Let me get to the beginning of this thing again. Let me make sure I get it from the right part, y'all. Bear with me, man. Some bullshit audio. Hold on. Hold on, let me get this right.
Am I going to cover the Tory Megan situation?
We're going to get to it.
I'm waiting for more shit to be revealed.
So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lane admitting to blackmailing her. He's admitting it.
Yeah, man. So far as she saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you did all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. And again, we're gonna play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
Right.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still.
Nah, bro. See, that's why I'm getting angry, bro. That's why I'm getting angry on this situation, because you want to believe that The reason she with the niggas because he blackmailed her. That's your own ego. That's your own. That's you, bro. That's all you. You want to believe that shit, man. She fucking that nigga because she want to fuck that nigga, man. But you would rather lean towards, oh, he's blackmailing her. Oh, that's why she's still fucking with this lame ass nigga. She can't love or like him more than me. And then you going on the fact that she's asking to be back with you. I heard that. Nigga, that's that sucker shit. She only asking to be back with you because she see you with motherfucking Clarissa. She playing all of y'all.
Still gotta be cool with the nigga to make sure you don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck this nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true.
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing?
How all this shit going on, Papoose, and it's still your fault?
Ben, stop talking to this.
How is it still your fault, Papoose? She's running game on all of y'all. How is it still your fault?
This nigga. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, I'm fucking this wife, oh, the whole shit, right? You got a lame. No, that's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But he's on audio saying he blackmailing you.
I can't say that. You know why I can't agree with that, Pap? Because I done shook so many niggas' hands. The fuck you supposed to not shake a nigga hand? Nigga, when you banging a nigga bitch, it's y'all secret, bro. It ain't your job to play detective for this nigga. It ain't your job to help this nigga. It ain't your job to beef with this nigga. He fucking your bitch and shook your hand because it ain't nothing but another bitch. You get where I come from? See, that's what the element these niggas don't understand when I try to break this shit down on my No Thanksgivings. The moment is you put yourself in a predicament where you are letting this woman believe that she's the end all, tell all to your life, and you don't want no other bitch, nigga. You become unattractive. The nigga that she cheating on you with knows that she got a motherfucking husband, and he don't give a fuck. That is a turn on to a bitch. Y'all don't think y'all understand that. I know this goes against whatever the shit y'all been brainwashed and taught. Just the simple fact that the nigga is fucking your bitch without prejudice, knowing that she got a husband, makes him more of a turn on to the woman than you, nigga. Getting in your feelings over that pussy. Think about it. You don't even understand, Pap, that you getting in your feelings over that pussy is a turn off to the woman. You're weak. You will look weak. Women only respect strength and power, bro. You look weak. Nigga. You'd have been better off having your own set of bitches for her to be jealous of than going out to fight over some pussy she giving away. Niggas don't understand this though, and I don't blame niggas because this is what we've been taught.
So which one is it? Which one is it? You've told me numerous times you don't deal with them no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do. You just called me the other day and said happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why? Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10 year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So you know when somebody loses the remote, they go frantic.
Black Pearl.
See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was because I said wedding vows before God, better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death to his part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you caught your case. When you had to pay the civil case, and we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slay warned me. May he rest in peace. He warned me. He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased,
that's the point, Black Pearl. They both are. They both are. Remy's in her feelings. Up here making it seem like this nigga's a bum, he's homeless and all type of shit like that. Making it seem like he don't fuck with his daughter. It's all kind of shit going on. And she's basically trying to get everybody to stop dogging her in public, but they don't even know half the story. They know the whole story now, so it's about to get worse. You worrying her, I guess she was claiming that she was worrying about Easy the Block Captain putting out pictures and pornos and all that kind of shit and proof that she been in love. But in actuality, Papoose putting it out here that she been fucking other niggas besides Easy the Block Captain and eating pussy in their house really shows what Remy Ma was really about. She was playing everybody involved. And she was starving this nigga for pussy and attention more than all of them. She was fucking her side niggas and her bitches, was not fucking her husband. I've told y'all over and over again, women get turned off by you when you fall in love. Nobody believes me. I'm gonna tell you the only thing that Papoose did wrong. He fell in love and started acting on his actions and everything, his words, his whole being was him being in love. Women cannot stand that shit. It's something I think you start giving off bad pheromones. It's weird. I'm telling you, I've been there. It don't matter how remarkable your relationship is. If you fall in love and start acting like a nigga that didn't fell in love, your woman is going to repel from you. I don't even think she knows why. So I just told y'all, I stopped being in love with bitches, bro. That's the best way not to get fucked over in the goddamn game. And on top of that, when you don't fall in love, no matter what a woman says or does, it doesn't affect you the way it affects you when you are quote unquote in love. When you in love, you be ready to bust a bitch head, crack the motherfucking white meat. You ready to go kill the nigga that kissed or fucked your bitch. You're irrational, you're vulnerable, you're weak, you're exposed when you fall in love. You look like this nigga.
I know why, because he know the truth. So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar. All you do is lie, very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on a credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to try to assassinate my character. But in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate?
He think that shit means something. Well, I want it a laugh track. You think that shit means something? Y'all hear him? I was respectable. I was considerate. You was bitch made. I'm sorry, Papoose. All of that shit they taught us was wrong, bro. Look at you. Look what you're going through. It was wrong. They lied to us.
I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved, inside and outside. And guess what?
Man, I watched that video so many times, DGX, man. I know we can't watch it on YouTube, but I got the video. The dude killed this nigga at a goddamn, that didn't even look like a gas station. It almost looked like a goddamn food truck or some shit. Anyway, dude at the gas station or whatever, I don't even know if it was a gas station. It looked like a restaurant to me. I don't know. Dude had on this red Avirex jacket, you know, he out there, and I think it didn't even look like he was trying to holler at the bitch. I heard a little bit of the audio. It sounded like he was trying to sell the bitch some weed. And the female was so ugly and fat and bad built. This nigga gets out the car and kills this nigga over trying to talk to his girl. His girl was ugly as shit, man. Ugly as shit, bad built and everything. And I've listened to a little bit of it. It sounded like he was trying to pay for whatever she was buying. He was also trying to sell her some weed.
Your family love you too, but you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I gotta even say this about you, that I gotta even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I haven't seen my daughter, when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention. We spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Why did you do that? Because I moved on and I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him. Why would you be with him? He's so beneath you. When I noticed that you was probably getting blackmailed because you're such a liar, I tried to protect you like I always protected you. You want to make it, you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out, that's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively with Google Play Games. Ascend to...
But you know what? Like I said earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person, who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in a very, should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody. And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth, but they act like it's not happening. By me knocking him out, it kind of put it out there, what's really going on. Also, she tried to fool y'all and say, what person would be in a marriage with a loving husband, being taken care of, bills paid, and cheat? You know what person would do that?
You.
You. Everything would be fine, and you would still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem.
Whoa! Can't keep your legs closed, Rem, is crazy work. Crazy work.
That's one of the main problems with you. I could sit up here and run through your body count.
Damn.
But that's not what I'm going to do. Because I'm not here to tear you down, and I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to do that. But the fact that you mentioned my children and you fabricated after you have already been documented and recorded telling the truth about how I supported you when you was away. Telling the truth about our entire time together. But it wasn't good enough for you to move on and be an adult after you cheated. And I gave you numerous opportunities to stop the cheating.
Damn.
We went to a therapist.
That's why you fucked up.
I come on here and lie and say,
once a bitch cheat, bro, it's over. Bro. No, son. No. So she cheated on you multiple times. You kept giving this bitch chances, trying to go to counseling and shit over some pussy she giving away? No, Pap. They told you wrong, bro.
We haven't slept together since 2022. Why come on here and make it seem like that's true? We never had an agreement. Oh, you be with who you be with and I be with. We never had an agreement. All we had was you lying, saying that you're not with him. Why would you deal with him? That's all we had. And when I found out the truth that you were with him, you said, let's go to therapy. And I agreed. Then we made an agreement with the therapist.
She sucked the dick and you went to therapy?
Well.
With this dick sucker?
Violated the agreement again. So when I caught him, I knocked him out. Wherever I would have saw him at, I would have knocked him out. You so mad at me because I knocked him out at your event. Anywhere I saw him at, he was getting put down. And I told you this. I still got the messages telling you this. So, all of this fabric.
He doesn't understand that that's that sucker shit, man. I don't think that niggas like him will ever get it, bro. The simple fact that you was telling her that you gonna knock out the nigga she fucked makes you a sucker ass, weak ass nigga. The fact that you was going around telling her that you gonna fight the nigga she sucking off makes you a weak bitch, Pap. I don't think so many men out here that don't understand this. Psychologically, they don't get it. They don't even understand how the woman responds to that. If they knew what a woman think about niggas that go around trying to fight niggas that they fucking, they wouldn't do it, nigga. You wouldn't do it. If you really knew how women felt about niggas, they go fight niggas when they cheat on them, bro.
All of these stories about me, my children, all of these stories about money. I paid every bill in that household. I did nothing but buy you gifts. It's photos and everything of it. It's all on my page. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. They hiding from something. It's still there. Me buying her gifts. All that materialistic. If you notice, her entire thing was about materialism. Just fabricating. She just recently told me she don't got no money.
Damn.
So what you talking this money talk? Hey, this is what I got in my account. Let's keep it a buck. So you want to fabricate these stories. I don't have to fabricate to impress anybody. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker. Everybody know I came from the bottom. Everybody know I went from artist, transition to executive. All of the times y'all see me support this woman, any song, any video she dropped, show me one post of her saying, subscribe to TuneCore. Show me one. Just show me one. Show me one, guys. When I drop the album every month, every single month, as the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time I got to the end of the year and I caught that feature with Lil Wayne, she ain't come home no more. She started staying out. There's people very close to you. When you did that, they said, Pat, we know her for a long time. Don't pay her no mind. She's only doing that to throw you off of your grind. She see you finally about to be successful again, bro. It's been a long time. You deserve it. You know what she did? Start staying out, not coming home. So I could go on and on about her. She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around me and you type a keyword from any one of her verses, it pops up in my phone with the date that I wrote it. So all of this money talk on that aspect, that's cap. You talk about me buying you gifts. You try to say in the past, oh, he don't buy gifts. That's documented. You walk around with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of jewelry that I bought every single day. You talking this jewelry talk. First and foremost, I have a cash business. So there's numerous times where I cashed you out and you went and bought things. With my money. With my money. You want to talk about property? We bought this house together. We bought it together. We bought it together. I wrote one of your biggest records, man. One of your biggest hits. So you want to downplay me as an artist when I wrote one of your biggest hits. That's so sad. But like I said earlier, the fact that you chose to mention my kids, that's why I responded on this video. As far as the divorce, like I said, she never wanted to get the divorce. She never wanted the divorce, that's correct. And she didn't want to do it peacefully, like two adults, because the attorneys brought to my attention, if you guys agree, the divorce could be private. But if you don't agree, it gets messy. I brought that to her attention. She never wanted to do it. Just recent, and I say within the past few weeks, she's been saying that she wanted to do it civilized way. So we had a plan. She said she wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to work it out. She even tried to tell me, like I told you yesterday, she started asking me, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that even a question? I'm going forward with the divorce, yes. Now, I wake up to this morning. Very strange. So, what I'm saying to y'all is, the reason why this is happening because you mentioned my children and you lied. You cheated with this lame since 2022. You cheated with numerous others before that.
Whoa.
And you know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true. Look at the comments. They know what I wrote. I wrote tons of her music. 90% of her music, I wrote it since I've been around her. I wrote probably like 3 songs on her first album. If I listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And when you listen to it, y'all know my pen. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I came here. The only reason why I'm mentioning that is because you fabricated. You fabricated and you talked about my children. And as a father, I was not going to allow that. I've allowed you to do what you've been doing all of this time, and I said nothing. I said nothing. She got mad at me because I went live and said I didn't knock this lame out.
Oh shit, she wanted you to lie.
Oh.
Damn, she wanted him to lie for the lame nigga. So that, see how you ain't reading between the lines, nigga? She really liked that nigga. She really liked that nigga. She wanted Pap to lie about, wow.
It's not just the two. I said, Rem, whatever I gotta do to assist you, I'm going to do it. Oh no, but it's not just us. What the hell you mean it's not just us? Who is this nigga? Very bitter because I moved on, because I finally moved on. I got tired of sitting there, tolerating it. And I was there for my daughter, but I started to realize that my daughter didn't need to see me like that. She didn't need to see her father when she gotta come in another room to visit me now, when we all used to sleep together as a family. I started to realize that. I said, you know what? I would rather her see me how she's supposed to see her dad, on his feet, doing the right thing, not sitting in here tolerating somebody who constantly stabbing me in my back. So I decided to move on. And as far as the divorce, the reason why I filed today was because, like I said, me and her just spoke. And I told her, I'm going to go Saturday and speak to my attorney. After I speak, I'll be ready to do the mediation, you know what I'm saying? Or for the mediator. But since she's so upset, because if you pay attention, Clarissa has a fight coming up. Clarissa's out here shining like the diamond she is. And she's mad. She's bitter that I moved on. So she wanted to go on social media today and fabricate. You come on a live talking about, oh, my mother went on the YouTube and she said, are you in the hospital? Dumb fake hospital videos is old as hell. You just wanted an excuse to come up here and be malicious and make up lies. Let's keep it a buck. That was pathetic. This you on the live talking about, pay attention y'all, go back to the live and watch this. Oh, don't call me. No, y'all, don't call me. What Ed Lover say? Come on, son. Come on, son. Nobody was calling you. Nobody was calling you. Picked up the phone and said, no, don't call me. Oh, I thought you was calling me about that. They ain't even know she was live, y'all. Your bullshit and your tactics is not relevant. If you look at Cardi B video, when she went when she was talking, I think she went live about her husband or whatever, because I don't want to get in their business. But during her video, she was like, nobody call me. Nobody call me. You up here, Emmy. You want to imitate that, man. You're not Cardi B, man. Let's keep it a buck. This is how phony you is. Yes, she did. She on the live saying, oh, don't call me, no. But she picked up the phone. Oh, I thought she was calling me about that. Nobody was calling me about that. They didn't care. Nobody cared about that. But this is the fabrication and the fakeness. This is the fakeness. You just needed an excuse to do that. You've been telling me for the longest, when I knocked him out, oh, I'm gonna make you lose your job. That's the first thing she came out of my mouth.
Whoa.
Like I said earlier, never supported it. All the support y'all seen. And mind you, I don't want y'all to take my word for this. It speaks for itself. So document it. Never let these celebrities who you support spend money on, follow their journey, open their mouth when something bad happens to tell you. You don't know me. You don't know my real life. Yes, they do. I documented when my child was born in front of them. I documented the wedding. I documented visiting you. So these people been following our journey for a long time. They say that because they don't want you to believe your eyes. Y'all seen it, y'all. Everything y'all seen was true. Y'all seen the entire journey of us. And throughout that journey, what did y'all say? What did y'all notice? Y'all seen support. Y'all seen loyalty. Y'all seen authenticity. Y'all seen my daughter be born. I welcome to y'all.
I only spin on Moto, America's social
All right, so
casino.
we're gonna get to the
Moto
audio,
Casino, hands down, has the best VIP experience.
Into the living room.
Let's get to the audio of him talking about catching the girl in his bed, bro. This was the crazy part to me. So Remy, he said basically Remy going around talking bad about gay people when she gay, right? And that's usually the case with these people. Just like Mike Tyson said about Boosie. That's usually the case with these Negroes. All right, hold up. Here we go.
To tell that as your kids get older, sometimes y'all have differences because as a parent, certain things you want for them, certain things they want for themselves. But that doesn't change the love. Love all my kids the same. So I just wanted to point that out. So don't ever try to threaten me to exploit my son. You can never threaten the lifestyle that he chose to live. That's up to him. That doesn't mean I don't love him. Let's move on along. Cause I gotta make sure I don't. And then I think that the relationship with my mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Because I love her to death, and she was one of my closest friends. She still is. And your entire family, you want to pretend like you got any type of love for my son. You don't got no love for nobody in my family. You never showed no love you had animosity and hatred towards everybody, especially other women. You are a very unhappy individual. So you want to now fabricate and try to make it seem just so you can exploit? Don't you know that when you were saying what you were saying on what I just played about the meatball, the lane, that you said some other things that I could end this whole charade that you're trying to play with? But I'm gonna just allow you to keep going. I'm gonna allow you to keep going because that's what you like to do. Moving on along. I told y'all earlier, I'm gonna let y'all know one of the reasons why she had so much animosity towards me. And I never got to finish that because people kept calling my phone. But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all know. But before I let y'all know that, I do want to say this. I've supported your whole family, not just you. I've supported your whole family financially ever since I've been around them. Right now, you're not speaking to nobody in your family. You're mad at them because they still love me. So if I'm this guy who don't support, who don't pay money, who don't pay bill, don't do this and that, why your whole family love me? Because not only was I there morally, I'm there for them financially too. If anybody called me and said, yo, pal, I need X, Y, Z, I give it to them. Ask, and I'm talking about her family. Call them and ask them. Anybody from anywhere where her family live, ask them about Papoose. Ask them, did I ever deny them anything? Ask them, will I give them the shirt off my back if they ever in time of need? To this day, man. When you turn them away, guess who they come to? Guess who look out? And I'm not saying that, I don't do that so I could come up on here and say it. That's why I'm not speaking about it in detail. But the fact that you fabricating these stories about my character, I gotta do it. Also, what I wanted to address. Throughout the duration of me being home with my child, when you abandoned my child, so you could go stay in an apartment that you got 40 minutes away from my house, I can literally post the address up here. She went and got an apartment between her and this lane, 40 minutes from my house, ran back and forth there every other day, lying, saying she not with the dude anyway. You went and got this apartment 40 minutes away from my house. And so the main reason why she started to have animosity towards me was this.
Attention! A new app is tearing through the gaming community. It's called WeMod, and it comes with side effects like God Mode, Infinite Money, Flight, and thousands of other mods across thousands of games. It's unclear what the consequences of this app will be for society, but the only way to know for sure is to try it out yourself.
One day, because every birthday we celebrate birthdays together as a family. Every holiday, guess what, y'all? Very consistent with what I said earlier. Y'all seen it. If y'all scroll down my page, if you got time, everything is there. It's in order. This social media thing, it has its pros and cons, but if you go through it, it tells a story. But if you go to her page, the history, a lot of it is erased because that's what people do when they got something to hide, when they want to try to be somebody that they're not. She want to go around the lane and change the story around. Lied to him bad. He's a clown. Lied to him. He on the recording just saying a bunch of untrue stuff. He's an airhead. I just played her saying that she would have been done with him if I would have knocked him out. Guess what, y'all? He's still gonna deal with her because he's a bum. The league is hers. It's not his. She threatens him anytime he get mad. Oh, I'm take it down. You sleeping with this girl? Take it up. I got all of that document. That's neither here nor there. I told y'all about. I was gonna let y'all know why she got so much animosity towards me. So the reason why she got so much animosity towards me is because when you find out the truth about a person, they will start to resent you. Every birthday we celebrate as a family. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back further. When she was away, I visited her all the time. I visited her so much that I feel like I know a lot of the people she was locked up with. Because I sat on the visiting floor from 8 in the morning to 3:15 when the visit is over. So through that time, she would just tell me certain situations that was going on in the jail and all of that. Anybody from Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? Anybody who was in Bedford Hills with her, please step to the front. Okay, moving on along. Visited her all the time, so she told me plenty of stories. So I know these people. She had a friend that she was away with, right? Okay. Do I want to say this individual's name? Let me just move along with the story. She had a certain individual who she was locked up with. I always heard this person's name. I ain't think nothing of it. Cool. It's her friend. Okay, she's home now. We celebrate all holidays together. If you look down my page, I hate to say this, but it's one of the things that I want y'all to look at. Because when she said about me spending money, you'll see the gifts being bought. You'll see the diamond necklaces and chains being bought when she started the league. Since she wanted to fabricate and say, oh, he never wanted me to start the league. You see that. You'll see the Mother's Days. You'll see the Christmas. You'll see the birthdays. But you know what an ungrateful person says? They downplay that. They downplay that. So the most important part is not the materialistic things, what she seems to keep talking about. Y'all notice that? Every time she's talking about me, it's about materialism and fabricating about money because she thinks that y'all think she's the bigger artist. So she's playing along with that. She thinks that y'all think she rich. This is the same individual who just texted me a screenshot and said, this is how much money I got. You know what I'm saying? But moving on along. So the holiday, this time her birthday comes, she's been home a couple years. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but she informed me, hey, such and such just came home, one of the individuals who she was locked up with. So I said, oh, okay, that's cool. But I remember the name from when she was away. I don't think nothing of it. Oh, this year, we always celebrate our birthdays together. Me, her, and the baby birthday, my birthday, our family. They all come around. It's like, that's how I was raised, so I'm real big on family. So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all-girls party. So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all girls. So she has the all girls party. I don't go. I flows back. The friend who's incarcerated comes to the crib. She attends the all girls party, all the friends, cool. After that, we had like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. Cool. A little activity was a little weird, but I didn't think nothing of that. Moving on along, she comes back to the crib on another occasion. So this time when she comes to visit the crib, every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name because I ain't even trying to give her no clout. She's a extreme clout chaser. So I don't even want to say her name. So she tells me, I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such. I said, okay, that's cool. I sleep in the room by myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name. That's another story, but she fabricating. Moving on along, that's documented too, because I've been paying it out the same account for over 15 years, whatever, or more. Moving on along, I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again?
This being appeared, over 6 foot tall, had a very large elephant nose.
She like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. The hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came into bed with me. She hugged and kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time, I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib. And they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway. And then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo, what the heck? Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side. And when I tell you this is a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side. I go in the room. She in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, why the baby in the room by herself? She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle. But she has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all want to know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not going to do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed. And you know what she did? Blamed me. Said it wasn't true. Said my ears deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Which goes back to what I was telling y'all earlier. She's the type of person who will say something to you, and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight bipolar. Straight bipolar. Was diagnosed with it. So ever since I caught that, she resented me. She had a lot of animosity towards me because I knew the truth. When you find out the truth about a person, they will despise you. I want y'all to know that. So for her to have me shake a dude's hand and sleep with him, it was nothing after that. Because she had it all against me. She had all the animosity in the world against me. Why? Because she knows I know the truth. And it's not even something that I judge. Like I said, I don't judge nobody who lived that lifestyle. I do think it was very disgusting that it took place in the house while my daughter was in the bed. I thought that was very disgusting. And I'm telling y'all this because I know a lot of people think, damn, what Pat did, what he did, he must have did something. In the normal world, with logical people, civilized people, yes, not with her. So that whole rant about, oh, if a person has everything, a good husband, supportive, and this, that, and the third, and supports you financially, why would they cheat? Because that's you. You're ungrateful. You're a backstabber. So a normal person, yes, that would be true, but not with you. Don't play that card. Don't play that card. Like I said, she's currently angry at her whole family because they still love me and we still speak. She doesn't speak to nobody in my family. From day one, she's been rude to my whole family, my mother, disrespectful to everybody. Her family, love them like they my family to this day, and they will tell you that. And I'm saying that because I'm going to stand on the fact that being honest, they're going to verify that. Never denied them anything, always supported. They ain't never see me disrespect her, violate her, or nothing in no shape, form, or fashion. So if I'm all of this that you claim I am, how your family still love me? But my family, you never showed love to nobody in my family. But now you want to try to exploit my son because you think that's something that I'm ashamed of? I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not ashamed of my son. You can look down my page and you'll see. Now, like I said previously, as your kids grow older, certain things happen where y'all might not see eye to eye parents the child. That's just normal. It's not the same when you're raising an infant or a young child. So y'all have differences, different things might transpire. But all my kids, all my daughters know I love them all the same. That's just who I am as a man. So that's what I wanted to clarify about all of these fabrications and these lies that she up here telling. Also, I said earlier, Now, I don't even want to speak on the drug thing that I said earlier, but I highly suspected it because she was acting outside of herself, laying up in the hotel and all this for days. It was just like crackhead behavior. And then they've been exposed in the past that the chump used drugs. They got photos of them smoked out and all that, looking crazy. I said, damn. I said, that, we know the blackmailing thing, I already exposed that. So that's neither here nor there. But what I wanted to, last thing I wanted to clarify is, when I went through the process of dealing with what I was dealing with her, being in the house with my daughter crying night after night. She wanted a mother. All she knew was me and her mother. You gotta remember, COVID happened. It was just the three of us locked in the crib. We couldn't even go out. We lived in Manhattan at the time. So all my daughter know is us. So when she started to stop coming home so she could be with the lame, if you listen to the audio, he tells you. He's on the audio saying, she'd be at my house for days. Bragging. Talking to another individual on the phone, bragging about it. Yeah, she'd be over here at my house days at a time. So if you at his house days at a time, who's home with the baby? Me. Not only am I home with my daughter who's still a baby, I'm home with my daughter who's used to having her mother and her father, so she's crying every single night for you, and you're not answering the phone. So, dealing with that, raising my child night after night by myself while she with a clown, you know what I'm saying, who bragging to people, yo, fucking his wife, the whole thing. I'm eating it, because I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to catch this nigga. This is my mentality. I'm going to wait till I catch him. So, by me not saying nothing, he thought it was sweet. Feel me? Making a little post about it and all that. He thought it was sweet. Nah, young man. Far from that. But moving on along, the process of me dealing with all of that, being in the crib, constantly dealing with that, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, quit the job, you know what I'm saying, the executive position, working that, but still trying to balance everything, still paying all the utilities in the crib, the whole thing. I can honestly admit, going through that, I'm not a person that uses drugs. Anybody that know me will tell you that. Verify it. Very, very, extremely mentally sober. Extremely. I can control anything in my life, but I did fall victim to gambling, going through that. I can admit that. But did you notice that there's no accountability with her? She never admit anything. I can admit that I fell victim to that. I caught a habit with that. But guess what? Anything I went through with the gambling, it never affected her. It never affected her at all. I still had to pay all of the bills in the crib, the whole thing. The only time I stopped paying the bills is when I started to notice that she was taking money outside from the family and tricking on this chump. If you look at the chump, straight bum before her. Look at me before her. Look at the chump, straight bum. All of a sudden, you with the chump, she's spending money on the chump. She paying everybody throughout battle rap to battle the chump. Every time he lose, she paying again. Paying money. She got a crib, not too far from my crib, like I said earlier. So I started to say to myself, damn, I'm busting my ass to pay all of these utilities in this crib. And she taking her bread and taking bread outside of the family and giving it to the next nigga. I'm not paying these bills no more. I'm not doing that. Because at that point, I'm taking care of the next nigga. So when she say, he didn't pay bills, I stopped paying bills at that point. Because I said, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not going to be sitting here busting my ass so the next nigga could live. Feel me? So that's the only time where I stopped paying bills. Outside of that, I got records, all paid from my account, documented. Her civil suit, documented, my account. Also, I wanted to add before I end this live, when I first met her back then, everybody knew I was on top of the world, the $1.5 million man, hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. She reached out to meet me. She reached out to say, I want to meet your artist. Long story short, I don't even want to get into all that. That's old news. I'm only bringing that up to y'all to say this.
Enemy
Enemy submarine spotted. Attention, reporting the target position. Enemy heavily damaged. Enemy battleship foundered. I need intelligence data. Engine boost activated.
She came to meet me. I was on top, in all aspects of my life. On good, doing good, on my feet. 100%. Her situation took place, like I said, I left my tour, came back, bailed her out. When I bailed her out, nothing but expense after expense after expense after expense. Remember, she got remanded, she blew trial, they took her right away. I had to pay to pack her crib up, pay to put everything in storage, pay the storage bill every month, get a condo closer to the jail so I could visit her every day. Visit her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear, Pap, you gotta get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool. In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds. I exhausted all my funds at that point. So when that transpired, I had to get back to work. That's why I only visited her every day for a year straight. But after that, I had the space to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. The whole thing, right? So now I started to get back to work. I started to release certain music, but it wasn't the same for me because when I had that moment when I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off it. When she blew trial and I started to get caught up in everything that was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple individuals who was supposed to be there when the situation happened with her bag. They got hands put on them, and they were saying I did it. So I couldn't attend the trial or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of information going on out there, and a lot of other things I was getting into that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? As a young artist coming up, my deal folded. So she went away, my deal folded, and I started visiting her every day. I exhausted all my funds doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't regret nothing I did because I knew that she needed me. I was supporting her. So at that point, I had to get back to work. Got back to work, started releasing music here and there. I started doing.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits, don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer at Atticus. Applying as soon as you're unable to work or struggling to work due to your medical condition can really...
But she couldn't really do much. She behind the wall. But we would put the plan together, I would execute it because I'm still out in the world. So long story short, I'm spending money on this, spending money on that. She locked up, so she can't do much. You understand what I'm saying? But she wants to fabricate these stories about, oh, I did this and I did that. I ran for a whole year, took care of the kids, took care of my stepson, took care of you, fed you, did everything for a year straight without working. So it came a time where if her son needed certain things, if she had something that she in her account or whatever, she had to take care of it. If she could, she did. But for the most part, I did every single thing. So moving on along, when she came home, she was going to parole to I had a condo in Jersey. So she was going to parole to the Jersey crib. The parole officer said she can't, if she paroled to Jersey, she's going to need a pass every single time she got to go to New York. So at the last minute, with 2 weeks notice, I had to pack up and relocate and get a crib in the Bronx just so she could move freely. So now I'm in my condo. I mapped out her return, everybody out there, all exotic cars, the return of the queen, the whole movement I set up single-handedly with the help of a couple individuals. You know what I'm saying? Packed the crib up, packed my condo up, moved to a condo and moved to a crib in New York. Had to put the bread up last minute. But we got a plan. We're going to push you. I was about to put out an album. The money I had for my album, I had to take that bread and move to a new crib because at the end of the day, I couldn't let her parole to Jersey because she's not going to be able to move. Mind you, this is set up for me to release my project at the time. It's cool. It ain't nothing. So she come out. We working. It's a plan. Fuck it. We behind her. You know what I'm saying? We're going to push it. Everybody anticipated. I put my music to the side. I'm going to put my music to the side. Anybody, you can go right back to that time. She came home in 2014. Any song that came out around that time, I would do a freestyle. It was viral. I was starting to do shows again. You see me performing at festivals, all that. I did the Dreams and Nightmares. Did the Versace joint. You know what I'm saying? I came up with a formula. If anytime they made a song, I did the Papoose version. But when she came home, I said, fuck it. I gave her that formula. So that's why when you heard the Bobby Smurda joint come out, the Young and May, all that was me. So I'm writing the music. She needed somebody to book shows. I'm doing the contracts, booking the shows, setting the shows up. I'm coming to the show, I'm collecting the first end, I'm collecting the back end. Word is born, I don't take one penny, y'all. I gave her all the money at the end of the night. I didn't touch one dime, wrote all the music, didn't touch one penny. So we do the shows, and remember the plan was I spend all my money, invest all my money when she was away, taking care of the kids, taking care of the bills, taking care of her, taking care of whatever got to be taken care of. And then when she come home, we push her. It's a family thing. If you got anybody in a marriage out there, it's a family effort. So I'm pushing her. I'm doing the contracts. I'm booking the shows. I'm writing the music. I wrote hit records for her. Wrote one of her biggest records. We're gonna get to that later. And I saved her life one time in music too. She was in a crisis. Papoose pen to the rescue. Anyway, so at this time, I'm doing all of this, and we had a plan. Once she started getting money, and I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it, she separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do? No, but I'm trying to figure out what did you do? I'm like, huh? You didn't do anything. This is all mine. I said, are you serious? As a man, though, even though you just stabbed me in the back, you just crossed me, I can't complain because I'm a man. So I'm just going to get back on the grind. I said, damn, you serious? I just invested in you your whole bid. I just invested in you when you went away. I came and bailed you out. I took care of the kids. I took care of my stepson. I took care of your whole entire family who I love and got the utmost respect for. I hope they don't feel no type of way because I'm saying this, who she's mad at right now because they still love me.
John, check this out.
So much for security around here. Seriously, what's this bull?
And now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you're gonna tell me it's all yours and I gotta start all over? I said, you know what, as a man, I'm gonna do that. And what I did, y'all, started all over. Started grinding. What was hers was hers. All the music I wrote, everything. She claimed it as hers. I'm a man. I ain't gonna complain. A man don't complain, y'all. So I just want y'all to know that this is the type of individual y'all dealing with. Everything she talking about, if you pay attention, because first she tried to fabricate and say, oh, that I've been with Clarissa for all this time. But me, I did something stupid. Because normally, when she say things that aren't true, I just let her say it. Because, one, it's foolish to argue with a person like that. Number two, I want her to keep saying these false things. Because it's not true. And it came to my attention that she was going around lying to people about me. Rewriting history, like she's doing on her page. Rewriting history, changing stories. So I let her do that. And in the process of me allowing her to lie, I started to realize that certain fake individuals, you know what I'm saying, who I don't even want to bring in this, man. I don't even want to bring in it. So I'm gonna leave them out. I'm gonna leave them out of it, man. I ain't even gonna talk about these people. But I don't want to go away from my point that I was making. I don't even want to go away from my point. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like I said earlier, do not allow these celebrities who you've been supporting and following their journey to tell you that you don't know what's really going on. Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all need to stop commenting on it. Yes, they do. And what did they see? They seen, and I didn't say anything, they seen Papoose did what he did to the knockout victim. First thing everybody said, I didn't say nothing. Oh, he must have been doing something with his wife. Because that's what Pap go crazy on. That's when Pap go crazy, when somebody fuck with his wife. They know that about me. You can't change the people's mind about that. How many times I done went crazy over you? How many times I done held you down? They know that about me. So what I'm just trying to say to y'all is don't let these iPhone screens and these stages and these lights blind y'all. Y'all seen it all. Y'all seen when that transpired, when everybody started saying. Y'all seen the lies, the fake tweets that went up. Hey, anybody saying something happened between Pap and this chump? It's not true. Y'all seen, I didn't say nothing. Y'all seen the meatball do an interview with makeup on his face saying, ain't nobody never touched me. You know what I'm saying? Because she put the makeup on him. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got a little sugar in his tank too, man. Don't play with me, boy. I'll expose you to them folks who don't know you. Moving on along. Y'all seen all of this transpire. Then, but what I was trying to say to y'all is, initially, when I kind of lost my train of thought, she wanted to fabricate about Clarissa and say that I've been with Clarissa. So I allowed her to fabricate about that because I know it's not true. One day I did something stupid and I said, I just met Clarissa in July 2024. And it's documented. It's documented because when we met at the Shakur fight in Jersey. And the next day, when she DM'd me, she wrote, hey, Pap, nice to meet you. I said, nice to meet you, whatever. But the conversation, you know, on Instagram, it has dates on it. So what she does, she's lying in the iPhone ever with dates on stuff. Just like I told y'all, all of the rhymes I wrote for her, 90% of her music, if I go on my email draft and you just take a line, you say a random line from one of her songs, and you write that line, keyword search. The whole rhyme pop up. 2014, 2016, 2015, 2019, 2018, the whole shit. But she want to go in here to y'all and say, if he wrote any of my raps, come on, Rem, don't do that, man. You know I've been writing. But that's not, I'm not here to tear you down. That's neither here nor there. But once I told her to stop lying to everybody saying I've been with Clarissa when I just met her July, and when we just met, it's documented, she switched gears. Oh, because remember, when she got caught with the lane, when what happened, and y'all was upset like y'all supposed to be because y'all been following the journey. Y'all been upset, y'all been following the journey. she got mad and she needed something to give to y'all so y'all could feel like she had a reason to do this. She don't need a reason to do nothing. Ask anybody who know her. She do not, a normal person need a reason. This woman don't need a reason to cross you, stab you in your back. This is who she is. So once I verified that to her, like, yo, why don't you stop lying to people, man? She came up and went back to when she was away. It's 2025. You've been home since 2014. Now, since you jammed up, I was cheating when you was away. You liar, you. Come on, son. Come on, son. We done had 2 weddings and a baby. Come on, son. Now, since you got caught and I clipped this lame and everybody said, why would you do that to Pap? You come up with this fake story about me doing something when you was away since 2008 and it's 2025. Y'all smarter than that. You falsify text messages. Look. You've been doing that for the longest.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Falsify documents. This is what you
Somebody
do.
come and look at this.
Because you was a bitch. You was a horrible liar. You was a big liar. This is a person that's a liar, very delusional, and a narcissist. And I hate to talk bad about her. But you came on here and you mentioned my kids. Then you went back on there and tried to act like you exploited my son like it's something I'm ashamed of. My son is in a picture with me on that Father's Day. The next day from when everything transpired. So that's fabricated. I can't say as my kids get older in life, and that's what my daughters too. Sometimes we go through our little situations where we don't see eye to eye. That doesn't mean you don't love them. Whatever lifestyle any of my kids choose, I still love them. And I mean that. So I'm gonna do that.
Look how much I'm saving.